Woof! Cavs clap, Cavs clap! Marvelous Mitchell. 4-5. 4-5. Great game from Mitchell tonight. Great to see Garland back, but we're going to talk about him in a second. Jared Allen, great game again. Double-double. Huge rebounds like, woohoo! Boy, for some reason, the Pistons give the Cavs trouble this year. Let's go, Cavs. Mitchell should be an all-star. I agree with you. MVP's right. Mitchell was marvelous. I didn't watch, but how was Garland? Okay, Colt. Garland had a nice game, made a couple steals, but he played way too much ISO ball. And he slowed down the Cavs' good tempo on offense, and I thought it affected him on the defensive side of the ball. We love Garland. He's got to not play so much ISO ball. He, at multiple times, second quarter, multiple times in the second half, holding the ball out, playing ISO ball. It's not what we do anymore. Mitchell's incredible. How he's not a starter, agree with you. Pulling up to watch the Cavs get smoked by the Grizz tomorrow. Oh, no. Jackson, they're going to win tomorrow. Blake, let's go. Thank goodness. Big rebounds by Allen. Oh, my gosh. Free throws late by Mitchell. LB Browns, he's a all-star. Tough one. Really looked incredible moving the ball around in the second quarter. Neil, again, too much ISO ball from Garland. Great. He made some steals. Great. He broke the rhythm of this team offensively a little bit. Not terribly, but a little bit. Garland's going to have to realize it's a passing team right now. Not one-on-one ISO. I agree with you, Essie, about that. W. Guild, time will tell. I think Garland will figure this out. But first game is a little shaky. I think Strus is better than Chetty. I don't agree with you. Popester. I hate how the Pistons always match up well. They always play tough against the Cavs for the reason. I laughed when Garland got those inbound steals. Back-to-back, Stan. Back-to-back. Garland is not fit. Pete Cato, it's way too early to say that. In the game situations, no LeVert. I like LeVert in the games, GW. I don't agree with you about that. In fact, I would take Strus out of the game late. Trade Garland for Bridges. That's interesting. Trade Mobley. I would not trade Mobley. We just need to get going back in the swing. Joey, I agree with you about that. This needs time, but JB needs to pull Garland aside. There's too much isolation ball. There's 3 or 4 occurrences in this game where the rhythm of the Cavs offense, which has been pass first and moving, slowed down, and I thought it affected the Cavs. It's game 1. It's no big deal. But you got to get in a better rhythm. Derek, great win. I meant to see the cat. Yeah, so there you go, Jackson. That's the way. Is Dorsey a good hire for the Browns? I think he's an interesting hire for the Browns. I don't know if there's a huge difference yet between him and Van Pelt. Time will tell. I'm not high on this move. I'm not low on this move. I'm on this move. Garland slander will not be tolerated. He's got to play better passing offense. This squad's very deep. I like your assessment. Thank you, Neil. Garland was at minus 16. Guys, again, Garland's got to play better half-court offense. Too much iso ball. I like Strus Browns, but late in the game, Strus does not do as much. I think Strus needs to be pulled out of these games. They put him in the games late because it was hustle and defense. Garland has him quit playing. Okoro really stepped up lately. He's been playing much better lately, I agree with you. He slumped the first half of the month, but he's played better the last 2 weeks. Okoro, Murrow, and LeVert are keys. I think so is Niang, too. The Cavs have a very deep team. GW, I'm not ready to say that the Garlands are Westbrook. I don't think it's that. But, similar to what you're saying, they've got to figure out the right role for Garland. Playing the big 4 throughout the game is not going to happen anymore. Mobley hasn't gotten any better on offense. Beat Cato, it's only game 2. There's some moments where Mobley looks clunky. There's some moments where I thought Mobley looked good. Now, that's different. Mobley, give it time. Okoro is the unsung hero on this team. He is right now. He's having a good week. He's having a couple good weeks. Good thing we had the Pistons and Grizz to get this back on track. W. Guild, I couldn't have said better myself. Garland's not a good decision maker, guys. GW, I think to your point, Garland's going to have to play more team-inclusive basketball. I think Garland will. I think it needs the time there, but in these games where the games are tight, and he pulled Garland out. You cannot have Garland in there if he's not going to play offense first. I agree with you, Rush Hour. I agree with you. That's very fair. No, they have not, LB Browns. And in fact, the timing is pretty good to get Mobley back. Landon, Garland just needs to understand how to shift and change his playing style. Agree with you, Landon, about that. That's what I was saying. What's the best... what's the missing piece for the Cavs, in your opinion? Right now, Pete, they could really use one more swing forward. Small forward, swing forward. They need one more wing. That's what they need, a wing. Ball movement likely fell in December. Bring Garland off the bench. That could be possible. It won't happen. Again, I think Garland will get this in time. But right now, it's a little herky-jerky. Mobley's a stud. Opinion on the new Browns OC, meh. Not exciting. I'm glad Callahan's coming back. I don't read too much into this Dorsey hire, to be honest with you. But I don't think it's the worst thing in the world or it's terrible. It's just meh. I'm not hating on Mobley. I like Mobley, but Mobley has to do better offensively. I like what he does defensively, obviously. I think Mobley will be fine in time. Why the hell do our players keep getting swatted in the face? Neil, it happens. The Cavs do the same thing. I wouldn't read too much into that. Garland here. Spida leaves. DM knows it. Can't work. DW, I think, give it time. Mitchell had a great night, by the way. What about that Max Strus technical foul? That was weak, leaky, tiki. So bad. Let's start Merrill. Merrill should not start. He's great off the bench. I don't agree with you there. When the Cavs will be on primetime TV? Soon, Stan. Soon. I did look at this the other day. Let's take a look. They're supposed to be on TNT tomorrow, but they took them off TNT. They moved the Pacers Knicks. Let's see when they... Let's go to the old schedule. 11-2 in January. I agree with you about that. They're playing really, really well. Let's see. Let's go through. They are next against the Bulls, Valentine's Day, the day of love, Stan. D. Hamill, great to see you. Brant, good to see you. Ox Rice, good to see you. Lind, good to see you. Great game from Mitchell. D. Hamill playing so well. Good to see you, my friend. Allen keeps playing well late in the games, making big defensive plays. Thoughts on bringing Jarvis Landry or Hollywood Higgins back? I would not do either. Browns need to get a real wide receiver. Jarvis Landry, 5 years ago, was very good. He's not anymore. 11-1, baby. Landon, they're having a great run. Cavs are doing such a nice job. They keep the pressure on the playoff push, which is good. Cavs are in really good shape. For us to gripe that Garland and Mobley aren't exactly set, to be fair to someone else in the room said, let's give it time. But that's where we're at. T against the Browns. I don't think that's going to happen. I know there's a lot of rumors about this. I don't see T. Higgins coming to the Browns. Dump Garland and LeVert for a small forward. A wing would be great for the Cavs. It would be great for the Cavs. I'll just say that. They could really use a wing. There are so many good teams this year. Landon, that's true every year in the NBA, but there are. But the Cavs compete well. They played in Milwaukee and won. They played in Miami and won. They played in Philly and won. They did a nice job. If you had to cut one, would you pick Zadarius Smith? I would pick out of those. Actually, Zadarius Smith. I don't think Zadarius Smith played that well. Keep my number 3, says D. Hamill. She loves LeVert. LeVert's a very good player. I would get rid of Zadarius Smith. I thought Walker actually has more of a team mental captainness on his team, meaning like he's more of a leader. There you go. Brunson's low key on the come up. Just wait. Landon says need a wing in the playoffs, fellas. Again, GW, agree with you. I just said the same thing. A wing for the Cavs will go a long way in this club. Long way. The question the Cavs have to play in their head late in the game, can Dean Wade, can Okoro play that effectively? Could you go really big and put Mobley at the wing? Probably not. You can't do that. So it's gonna have to be Wade. It's gonna have to be Okoro. Okoro's a small wing. For a guard-heavy team, Okoro's great. I think we need a banger down low. Tristan, I think that's smart. I think that's a good point, Neil. You can get a banger. It's not hard to get a banger in this league. They're not as coveted as the small forward. Mitchell was great tonight. Alchemy Tattoo Studio. Marvelous Mitchell. How come every time we bring in DE on the opposite side of MG, they play poorly? Smith and Clowney. Look, a defensive line made improvements this year, B-Man Tooth. They did. They're not perfect. They need to get another defensive end. Darius Smith's not coming back. The defensive line for the Browns improved. It's not finished. Should have gotten OG from Toronto. I do not agree with you about that. BK, we're on opposite opinions on that. I would not have done that. We got to come through, Father, in the playoffs this year. Landon, yes, we do. Son, yes, we do. Bryce, are the guards going to make some signings? No. Not from what I can tell. I think the guards are in a weird limbo. I love the Guardians. Support them. Will be there all 162. Guardians have no buzz. Flatline. They are flatlining in this regular season. The Guardians Fest was great. It was great to see the players. There's no camaraderie, no buzz right now between the fans, the team, and honestly right now, Stephen Vogt feels like a foreigner to the players on the team. And talking and listening to the players talk and talking to some of them and listening to them, you can tell they barely know Vogt right now, which I think is not so weird. He just came in, but it's a little weird. What do you think of the Browns' new OC? D. Ham, I think it's meh. I think it's okay. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's bad. Guards got screwed again. I was at the Cavs game. Great win, Stevie. Great win. Way to bring him a win. Guards going to be boring as hell this year. Alchemy, I'm afraid of that. I hope that's not true. I'll be watching all these games. I love baseball. I'll be here every night with Tom Hamilton. But I'll tell you, I am worried about the guards when it comes to winning. I think this is a very 500 club. The young pitching, along with Naylor, and J-Ram, they'll be fine. They're not going to be terrible, but are they going to be better than 500? Not seeing that either. Cato, you're way off. They will not get 100 losses. I will bet you the 20 I owe you and double down on it. They will not lose 100 games. No way. Donahue, I think the offensive coordinator, Dorsey's meh. I think he's okay. Gotten that question a lot tonight. Meh. Doesn't excite me. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's great. Meh. I'm not worried about the guards. I hope you're right, D. Hamill. I'll tell you, that was I didn't get a negative vibe from Guardians Fest, but didn't get a zippy vibe. I would not touch DeRozan. I'm not a fan of DeRozan. Pitching is too good to lose 100 games. I agree with you, Alchemy. I think they have too much hitting. I know they don't have enough hitting to win the division, but Naylor and J-Ram can hit. They'll be all right. I mean, they're not going to be great. They're just going to be all right. That's what it comes down to. They have a lot of young players. Manzardo, will he play? All that stuff. B. Cato's upset. He wants to lose all these games. He's playing the negative owner role in Major League. Something will spark the guards. D. Hamill, I hope so. Gotta be honest, didn't feel it. And again, last year I thought there was a buzz about the team, and they did nothing. So that tells you that you can't really rely on those feelings for success or failure, but didn't have a buzz. Great win for the Cavs. Time to go. BK is rooting for 0-62. Yes, he is. He would love nothing more than futility. I love BK. I love his spirit. Guy loves a good loss. D. Hamill got my ticks. Can't wait. Oh, there you go. I'm excited about the Guardians too. Hope the tribe's better than what everybody's saying. Steve, I hope so too, but I don't have that feeling. Cavs are on a roll. Why the baseball talk? Because we're almost in baseball season. We love the Guardians. Kuzma? Would not touch Kuzma. I'm not a big Kuzma fan. Let's put money into the park while we do nothing to make the team better. B. Cato. Fair comment, B. Cato. Have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow night for Memphis Barbecue. Go Cavs, go.